1,000 hours, or well over 14 years. That's a lot of TV.
So far, we've seen the fuel we need to keep our bodies going, the food we put in, the water we use to wash, the lotions we apply, and the waste we throw away. But as our journey moves from childhood to early adulthood, our human footprint changes. Now, our young man and woman are in their 20s. They're working, and that means they've got some money and plenty of ways to spend it. At this age, we want to look good, make an impression, and that means clothes. Lots of them. Party dresses, shoes, handbags, suits, jackets, blouses and jeans, conservative, formal, casual, or trendy, we've got them all. On average, we buy 48 new pieces of clothing each year. It's created a clothing market in the U.S. worth more than $345 billion, which means that every man, woman, and child in the country spends an average of $1,000 a year on new outfits, and in weight throws away 68 pounds of clothing and textiles each year. Have you ever stopped to consider what goes into making just an everyday item of clothing?
Even a simple garment has hidden costs in terms of the footprint it creates. It takes 528 gallons of water, for example, and 1/3 of a pound of chemicals along with some cotton to make one T-shirt.
And then you begin to imagine how many T-shirts there must be. But the resources used to make one of them are only one part of the footprint that a basic T-shirt leaves.
And whether you take it on vacation or not, that T-shirt has already logged some serious air miles from the U.S. to China and back. 14,625 miles just to get the components to the factory and the T-shirt back to you.
How about jeans? Most of them are manufactured abroad, so an average pair of jeans have already traveled 20,000 miles before we go anywhere in them. And since we're looking at footprints, just see what goes into these sneakers, a mass of different natural and synthetic compounds. The leather comes from Texas, but it may be tanned in South Korea and then stitched together in Indonesia. Before they're even out of the box, they're likely also to have traveled 20,000 miles, using up resources and increasing the weight of their footprint. A brand new pair of sneakers will have traveled farther than we will ever walk in them. At any given time, a man will have 7 pairs of jeans and an average of more than 25 T-shirts. On average, each garment lasts 3 years. Over a lifetime, a man spends $52,972 on his wardrobe, which looks like this. A woman's wardrobe is more extensive and more expensive. Those dainty feet can create a big footprint. Here it is, her lifetime's wardrobe. But the wardrobe expense doesn't stop here.
Inevitably, all those clothes become dirty laundry. The average American generates 500 pounds of dirty laundry every year. That adds up to a colossal 35 billion loads of laundry across the country. That's 1,100 loads started every second. And all that laundry uses up to 560 billion gallons of water. equal to the amount that flows over Niagara Falls every 11 days.
Think of this as the washing machine which we need to leave running for 11 days to wash the nation's clothes. But Laundry Day is the farthest thing from the minds of our young couple. Now they're out to party, and for many drinkers, that means beer. Supplied by an enormous industry of nearly 1,400 breweries. On average, each person in America puts away a lot of beer. In fact, this much. It looks as if life has been one long party. A lifetime consumption? 13,248 beers. A wine drinker will open this many bottles in a lifetime. $942. And some of those bottles are likely to be opened and glasses poured on the most important day in a couple's life, their wedding. 4.5 million of us get married each year, and we do so lavishly. On average, the big day costs $26,327. But the cost of the big day is nothing to the lifetime expense that awaits our newlyweds. A surprisingly large sum of money will pass through their hands, but as it does, we will see how their footprint upon the world will get heavier with each step and every dollar.
The Human Footprint, presented by the inventive minds of Honda. Honda, the power of dreams.